fascinating.
Take it a stage further and just think about images, an image that comes to mind for you when you think of Romeo and Juliet.
It's not a scene where things fit together neatly, it's just a collection of different images.
There's two sets of families not quite looking at each other.
There is a girl excited about love for the first time. There is a father grounding his daughter. You do You do what I say. Where? No. Do what I say.
Look.
Where? You do what I say. No. Do what I say.
Look.
It does. Do what I say. No. You do what I say. It doesn't. Do what I say. No. Do what I say. It doesn't fit. No.
Lost.
No.
Lost.
It just felt really like it was such a desperate situation.
I think it's a really nice exercise to stop them engaging with their head over the language.
Yeah.
Because they just really get there with the guts.
Okay, for the purposes of doing the scene this time, you've got that and you're not going to let it go. Okay, that's yours, and your objective is to get it. Get it, get it, get it! That's it! Every line was on me! How long within this wood did you expect to stay? Oh, Charles! Which is like really rubbish acting, isn't it? So you can pretend but it's like you can really get it, you know. And then the other person's got something real to work against. But it just really came alive when you were true in what you were trying to do. Did that help? Did you feel the difference?
Yeah, I was trying to think too much, as you said at the beginning, like I was kind of, you know, trying to be kind of thinking about the words, and when you just said, just get it.
Yeah.
I was like, alright.
Yeah. Maybe have a think about a game or a physical activity as well.
Such a simple way to get across the journey of a character without really having to think about the text or the language.
So you go from neutral to the first morph, to the second statue, and to the third.
You see the journey, like it's a condensed journey of your character. Brilliant, because you haven't, you know, I didn't even really know that character very well, and now I have a really strong sense of what their journey is about.
thought of a note, I want you to think, well, which style would be best for me to reflect this back to the actors with? The other rule is that the actors cannot talk back to you. They can't say a word back to you, so there's no dialogue, so your notes have to be very precise.
Here's our chief guest. Tonight we'll hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me.
Right this afternoon.
Banquo, can you find a way to show that you're more suspicious of Macbeth?
I'll look away when Banquo looked down to the ground and looked away, showing the nervousness.
I noticed, Frankie, that in the middle of it you turned completely.
I'm interested to know which character has the highest status or has the most control in the scene.
When you mentioned flails, can you sort of react in a sort of quite shocked way to it? Can you go in no eye contact, we just look at each other without saying anything?
I think what's good about it is that the more specific you can be, the better. If you're really specific about what you want, you know what, you're going to go, it's like, oh, I'm not quite sure what to do. And sometimes you might find that you're giving a note a lot, and it might be good for you to reflect on what actually am I saying. There might be a reason why this note isn't being taken. I think that what you just did there just shows you how powerful it is to use the children and to use your cast to create, and that moment of transformation is beautiful.
Once you've created that rehearsal atmosphere, ensemble atmosphere, you can do anything. What you said, I think when I go to school tomorrow, the teachers will go, what, did you pretend you were a tree? And I go, yeah, absolutely. That's really good. What I find useful about today was the whole day, to be honest. It was energetic, very physical, every single aspect was useful, unpatronising, and I found every single technique useful in a practical sense, not just thinking, oh, maybe I'll do that. I would definitely use it again, and I'm looking forward to go back to work tomorrow to actually use these techniques.
Today's been a really, really, really good workshop, and if I think about all the inset that I've been sent on as a teacher, it's probably one that's instilled the most passion. I really want to get back into school tomorrow and try out the ideas, not just with the group we were thinking of working with today, but with some other students as well. I think it really developed things like assessment for learning strategies, which is a big thing on teaching agenda. There's some really good ideas to help all teachers in all subjects develop their teaching.
Well, today has been absolutely amazing for me to get with other colleagues, because there's no drama department in my school, so I'm working as an English teacher with my own drama background, and so this has been fantastic to get ideas off not only the MAP people but also the other people in the group in the coffee breaks. Very creative, very physical, shaken off some cobwebs, and got a bit more idea about what I'm going to do with my script.
Okay, what I think has been absolutely excellent about the day and why I find it a really massively rewarding experience is that it gives you an opportunity as a teacher and as a director to kind of sit back in that position of being a student, which is easily forgotten, and I've been able to empathise what it's like to be in that situation and what it's like to be asked to stand up in front of everybody and to be an ensemble, and actually how challenging and difficult it can be. So that's only going to send me back to the classroom as a much better director, being able to sit in that position for a while. And also on top of that, it's just given me a whole collection of really genuinely usable exercises which I will use back in the classroom, and I think it will really help me get the best out of my students. So fantastic day, there's nothing negative I can say at all.
Develop